Someone actually asked me the other day, because I've had this equipment now for a week. They were like, would you change anything in here? And I was like, no. It's actually turned out to be more perfect than expected. What's going on, legends? Welcome back to another episode. Now, in today's one, I'm going to take you through all the pieces of equipment that are in the home gym. Now, the gym isn't fully finished, but it's the bare bones. So today, I'm just going to take you through it all, tell you all about it. And the pieces are even more versatile than if you use your brain, you can do everything. Literally everything. All right, so looking at it from the outside in, we have 3 big bits of kit. 4 if you count the platform. And if you want to break it down into sections, you have the weightlifting area, you have the accessories area, and then you have the bodybuilding area. And for Jazz, the floor space, the cardio equipment for the daily cardio area, and a TV to put motivational videos on. We're going to cover this gym and why we have all these pieces of equipment, but tonight Jazz is tired and hungry and she's ready for a takeaway and a cuddle. It's 9
o'clock.
It's 9 o'clock. We won't be getting a takeaway then, will we?
I'm waiting.
I don't know. She wants a takeaway and a cuddle.
And I've got Craig's chewing gum stuck to my hand.
And she has a chewing gum. But anyway, this machine. Alright, so the first bit of kit we're going to talk about is the GHD Reverse Hyper Combi. An absolutely amazing machine, one of the shiny Pokemon in gyms, a rare piece to get, but super versatile, especially if you know how to use it. You can do so many things. It comes with the foot plates with handles, fully adjustable, both in terms of height and depth, and has a flat tabletop, which is different to a normal GHD. It's a beautiful piece of kit. I got this machine for lower back strength, glute strength, hamstring strength, and obviously it's a GHD as well, so you can do core, blah, blah, blah. With weightlifting and general, in life, there's a lot of pulling, a lot of hinging this way. Even when you do like RDLs, everything is all sort of that way. Whereas on here, you let that lower back round a little bit, and you can utilize glutes and lower back and get them super damn strong, right? I think it was actually invented by Westside Barbell at the start for people that had back injuries. But what I just realized, so when we were with Toriki, he was like, the best exercise that he loves doing is back extensions on a machine, but with a loaded barbell. But I find that quite uncomfortable in that position and getting the barbell on my neck and it's all awkward. And I just went on here with Jazz and we were talking and I was like, no way! Because it's a flat table as well, other than a rounded table, it just sits nicer. So then I was in here, and then I was like, so we can put weights on here, and I can back extension with weights without being all awkward. That is incredible. And then my goal over the next, I'm going to give myself like a month and a half, is to be able to do a full Nordic with no hands. So when you're on a normal GHD that rounds, the GHD takes some of your thighs, so it makes your Nordic easier. Whereas like on a flat surface, it's really hard to go all the way down and then all the way back up without, and especially when you're cold, don't want to pop a hamstring. But that's my goal in the next month and a half, to be able to do like my own bodyweight Nordic. This machine is sick. So damn cool. Then obviously you can do like your side, but I feel like my dad's showing off equipment here, I'm so excited. I mean, the other things you can do on it are rows. I really like the movement arc and the strength curve of how it loads your lats and middle back. Single arm, double arm, then obviously what it's made for, back extensions, GHD sit-ups, side bends, and then there's the sneaky little standing hamstring curl. They really have thought about everything on this machine, even with you being able to isolate each side, so you can do unilateral work too. There's probably a few other functions, but those are the main ones I'm going to be using. Giggity giggity. Nah, you can't say that.
Oh, I thought you were going to say arm wrestling then.
Go on then, babe. Arm wrestling is one of the things, you know, when I watch it, every time I watch people arm wrestle, even the best people in the world, freaks me out. I'm just waiting for an arm to snap. I would never arm wrestle in my life again. Big day in the gym today, team, because it's the first training session in here we're gonna have with our first inaugural member. Is that how you say the word? Is inaugural a word? Inaugural. Our first inaugural, is that a word? I'm gonna train in no shoes for those people that like that. And the top will probably get popped at some point when the pump starts to kick in, you know what I mean? Can't have you guys seeing me all small. Just look at this vibe. Look at this vibe. Team, look at this vibe. This, wow. The sun's out, the dogs are there, Jazz is picking up poo. What more could you want, huh? I need to explain the other bits of equipment actually. Yesterday, even though it's today's episode and probably a couple of seconds ago, we talked about that. Now, leg extension, hamstring curl. You know, for me, especially knee health, leg extensions, holds. I just think it's really great leg conditioning. All right, so now we need to talk about the next bit of equipment, the leg extension hamstring curl combi. The reason why I chose this is because, one, it's amazing for rehab, tendons, and a good warm-up, but two, it's a really good way to train the leg muscles without smashing the central nervous system, which is actually really hard to do training legs any other way. I can isolate the muscles without making it a full body movement. This is how it works. There's a good range of motion at the knee joint. You don't have to, but you can use this, clamp you in if you want, but good sit back angle. I can do holds, single leg, can do pump reps, goes up to 113 kilos, definitely don't need more than that, and then boom, if you're doing a superset, you go like this. Crank this in. Locked in. Hamstrings. I think one thing that's like missing a lot in training when you do a lot of functional training or Olympic weightlifting is a lot of isolation stuff. So like just isolating the quads, isolating the hamstrings, good warm up, good strengthener, good power building exercise if you want to do explosive reps. And then, you think it's just for the hamstrings and the quads, but this saves you thousands of pounds in glute equipment. Watch this. I mean, you can do it at a commercial gym, but most commercial gyms have a glute bridge. What you do is you set it to like a kind of height, and then if you build up the floor, I'd get some plates. And you want to do glutes. You get in, set up, and then glutes. As you can see, it'd look a bit weird if you were at a commercial gym, but when you're at home, you've got the pad, everything. So, we have lower back, decent hinging strength. We have isolation of the big old leg muscles. And then the rack that we're going to use today for pretty much everything else. And then finally, the home nemesis rig. This thing is for everything else. Upper body, lower body, super versatile, 100 kilos of weight either side. Kind of like having your own dumbbell stack, really. With all the different attachments for all the different movements. It has what Jazz loves, storage, multiple shelves, easy to store plates on, and then of course, it doubles up as a squat rack. Also, a neat little addition is where the weight plates are. They have these little silver things that are for bands, so you can make end range of motion a little bit harder. They really have thought of everything. So upper body pump, you can squat off it, you can store stuff on it, you can use the cables. You got the bits that you can put the bands on for extra resistance, all the different attachments, predominantly what we're going to be using today. Let's get the training in first. First ever exercise in the gym, actually as a working set, is single leg hamstring curls. Who'd have thought? Not me. into max strict pull-ups. We're doing this for 3 sets, all right? So the rear we're working at the moment, hamstrings and then lats and back. Hello, Carla. Where did you come from?
Single leg 10. How did you get?
22. What? 22 strict pull-ups. I don't actually know if I've ever done more than that. That might be my first PB in the gym.
Oh, so you're here.
You've run an hour before?
No, I got to run home to go, well actually. But if you turn, so let's go, if you were this way, and you pull it away here, and then go into here, start with pommel, and that'll kick the elbow in, otherwise my back is broken, spinal.
This is really hard, especially when you hold it and you stay active. But I try and hold on and then be active with my chest out. So it's like the top of a clean, maybe a bit further. And that's like when I used to hold snatches. Chris, my coach, used to make us hold positions, and it feels the same. Like I feel like I've got nothing left.
You're probably
Sick.
going to get copyrighted.
I do. I do.
Why we in it?
I need a shorty bar now.
We've finished training, now time for the singing.
Yes. Singing under fatigue. Just want to take this part of the video to shout out Bulldog Gear. Use the code TEAM if you ever shop there. They've made this space what it is, and if you've been here since like 5,000 subscribers, they've literally supported us since then. So shout out Ian and the whole team at Bulldog. If you ever need gym equipment, that's the place to shop. And then the last piece of equipment is the platform. Now, you know what's going to go down here. There's going to be PBs, there's going to be big sends, we're going to be snatching, clean and jerking, doing all the ollie lifts. Actually, yesterday, I did kind of like my first session back. Starting off slow, we're rebuilding, and like this space is going to be used. And I just can't believe this is real life. Like it's just like I just can't believe this is my home gym. If you were here from the start of this channel, you know, when we were just making videos from the top of my dad's fridge, then we knocked the wall down and we built like a tiny gym there, like in the garage, and then like we've been able to have this space as our own. It's just mind blowing, and yeah. Now, there are a few other things to go. The sticker guy is coming this week, so that's gonna make everything super beautiful. We need to get the whiteboard up to make it super, super beautiful. And then there is, super, super beautiful. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I locked myself out. So
Jazz locked herself out the house, so you have to come through. And I'll show you the bookshelf door when it gets painted, because it's really cool now, but it's not as cool. Shall I show you? Yeah, come on then. There's a blooming gym through there. That's mad, isn't it? Anyway, if you have enjoyed this video, please do smash that like button. I'm going to try and make a few more videos now. And I was thinking about live streaming a few sessions when I'm here, because obviously I can just have no music on. If that's something that interests you guys, do let me know, because I can just kind of put the microphone on and talk through my session. And if you're around, you know, you can just hang out and send some positive vibes. Yes, all right. You guys are the best. Go over to the Daily Cardio. There's a new workout that's just dropped that was sick. It's 2 7-minute AMRAPs, actually. I did it the other day. 20 cal bike, 10 dumbbell snatch for 7 minutes, rest 2 minutes, 20 cal bike, 10 dumbbell squats. I managed nearly 5 rounds and I hit 5 rounds. So if you're going to do it, there's the scores on the doors to beat. And no, so just there, you're an absolute legend. Catch you in the next one. Hopefully you guys can visit here one day. All right. Love you guys. Bye.